Alright, YouTube. So this is a battle that's actually a league battle in the NGDL, the Nacho GoldDigger League, which is actually going to be my Twitch tournament this year, and I announced it on my Discord, and we got 12 teams. So I'm just going to give a little bit of background. This was actually a draft league that actually was a money draft. So basically, every team got 115 dongers to spend. And yeah, you could draft Pokemon based on their tier, including Ubers, which cost 65, a massive amount. But long story short, this is actually my first battle in this league. It's going to be 14 weeks, and then we're going to stream the playoffs on Twitch. The winner, of course, getting Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting project thing that we've been working on. Similar to a lot of the other leagues out there, except this is just going to be one season. It's going to be technically a tournament, but and not to mention, I think the money draft adds something to it, and I don't think our league is going to be using free agency or trades either. So it really increases the importance of the draft. So this is week one. I am going to be my team's the Miami Dolphiones, which I'm a Dolphins fan in real life, so I wanted to use something like that. And Fione doesn't get enough love, although I didn't draft it. So I'm just going to go over my draft real fast before the video. So my team is Greninja, which I bought in round one for $35, Porygon-z for $25, Scizor for $20, Goodra for 10, Slowbro for 5, Silvally for $1, which I can use any of the forms. We are using a form rule that basically you draft a single Pokemon and you can use pretty much any of its forms so long as you draft it, as long as its form is not above the tier you draft it. Jolteon for $10, Caracosta for 3, Claydol for 5, and Carnivine for $1. And I do kind of like my draft. Now, my opponent, looking at his draft, is clearly going to be a water team, so I have to prepare heavily for that. And he also has Ferrothorn, which I wanted to prepare heavily for. Looking back at my preparations, which you'll see in a minute, I think I made one critical mistake, but I'm hoping that it won't really matter that much. Anyway, I'll post the league rules and the spreadsheet as well with the standings and stuff in the video description, as well as any other battles that end up on YouTube from this league if you guys are interested. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, yeah, I'm going to be obviously using my top picks, but this Greninja I actually decided upon to help counter his team. Now he's going to lead with Ferrothorn. Now normally that's a good matchup, but this is actually a choice banded Greninja. So who says I can't prep? Just going to go for the low kick. I carrying that, on a choice band Jolly Greninja just for this Ferrothorn. What I really actually wanted him to do was lead with his Pelipper, which is his rain setter, because I do also have Rock Slide on that. It would have been nice to get that down out to bat, but yeah, obviously nearly 1-hit KOing the Ferrothorn is really nice too. He misses the Power Whip, but it wouldn't have killed me because I was Fighting type at that point. Now he's going to go out into this. I'm locked into low kick though, so I have to switch. I'm just going to go out into my Goodra, which I'm bringing a choice band Goodra as well. I'm doing that pretty much to take advantage of it getting Power Whip. And yeah, he's going to go right into Swampert. Now I'm hoping that he's not expecting the Power Whip. Fortunately, Untraceablestrain is a really good battler, and he's a friend of the channel. If I didn't mention it, yeah, I'm fighting Untraceablestrain here of the Detroit Red Wing Attacks, which was the name he chose for his team. It is going to be able to cripple his incoming Circuitry, so I'm just going to go into my Jolteon now, because obviously I'm immune to electric moves, and here he decides to pop his Z move, which definitely a good move here, going for the Z Hypnosis, which is going to boost his speed as well as put to sleep my Jolteon. And this is really bad because Jolteon is a Pokemon. Now, I have 2 rain teams in my division. That's the main reason I drafted Jolteon. So yeah, he's just going to go for an electric move, though. I guess hoping that I'd switch, trying to keep Jolteon around his sleep fodder, but no, I just wanted to burn his sleep turn. I'm not really sure how. I mean, he can still do damage, obviously, with a non-stat move, but not as much as he would be able to otherwise. So he is going to take the switch, though, in a Necrozma. I'm still asleep, and yeah, he's going to end up giving a substitute. Now, I believe sleep can no longer last 5 turns, so I think I'm on my last turn of sleep here now. Or maybe there was another 2. I'm just going for a Thunderbolt. I decided to run, I actually both Thunder and Thunderbolt on this set. I decided to go for the Thunderbolt, lock myself into the Specs Thunderbolt instead of the Specs Thunder, because range should be wearing down shortly, so I didn't want to, obviously, go for a move that will not hit. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt, and as you can see, this ends up being a Calm Mind Necrozma, so he probably feels very confident about this matchup. However, he's probably not taking into account or predicting the fact that I'm a Specs Jolteon. So even without going for a Thunder, Specs Jolteon has enough power with Thunderbolt to be able to break those subs. So I think I'm actually doing very well here early on, and I'm pretty happy about my prep to this point. So yeah, just going to go for that Thunderbolt against the Necrozma, and it is dead. So down it goes. So in comes Pelipper again to set up his rain, kind of the standard thing. And yeah, it's now raining again, and I'm just going to stand and go for... No, I switched out, predicting that he would switch out, and so I'm going to go into Goodra here. I'm actually predicting Swampert to come in. He's just going to U-turn, though, which is a great play, because now he can go into whatever the heck he wants. And he also gets some damage on Goodra, and Goodra can't take that much damage because this is a Mega Swampert. He drafted Mega Swampert. The way we had it is you have to draft Mega forms and pay that price, but you can switch between them. Like I said, as long as you have you draft them at a certain tier, you can use their Mega. So I know that he is going to be bringing Mega Swampert probably, and I have to stay healthy enough that I can live an Ice Punch. So that was a good play for him. So anyway, I'm just going to go into Scizor against this Noivern, and he just goes for the U-turn again. Once again, using switching moves in order to get some sort of advantage here. He's not going to do that much damage, but he's going to be able to get a switch into Pelipper. Now, this is not a choice banded Scizor. I really needed to bring a Defogger, so I'm going to bring a bulky-ish Defog Scizor, and I'm just going to U-turn against this thing, which I am faster, so that doesn't... I know he's not going to switch, but that means he's probably going to either attack me or U-turn again. I'm just going to go into Jolteon, and probably shouldn't have, because this Hydro Pump was more or less obvious, but I didn't have... I mean, I really don't have a whole lot of Pokemon that can take water moves, unfortunately. There was a lot of Pokemon I wanted to draft that would have been able to do it for me, but they all got sniped from me in the draft, and that's just really not good. So in comes Porygon-Z. I'm going to go ahead and try to actually just go for a Thunderbolt. I was hoping that he would U-turn or something, predicting me to set up with Z conversion. Instead, he's just going to his Ferrothorn and pretty much sack it, which is a good play. Now in comes Swampert, and I was actually not expecting this Swampert to have superpower, but that's the thing with the with the leagues. You know what 10 Pokemon your opponent can bring, so you can counter it a bit later. And here he makes a fantastic decision, bringing along superpower on his Swampert, which is going to be able to hit me down to dead. So yeah, Porygon-Z goes down, and I was kind of sad about that. I mean, I knew that he was probably going to kill me. He probably could have killed me with Waterfall before I could set up the Z conversion, but like I said, I didn't have anything to switch into. And here, that was just a mistake. I completely derped that. For some reason, I was thinking, because I was going to bring Choice Scarf Greninja, specifically for this guy, but I decided in the last second to pick Choice Band so I could KO the Pelipper and the Ferrothorn. So, yeah, that ends up not being great because I'm just going to lose my Greninja there, which he really could have been avoided. So I'm just going to go back into, yeah, this guy, hoping that he doesn't have Ice Punch. Instead, he, brought Superpower instead of Ice Punch, which would be to my advantage. But losing Greninja there really, really was bad. It really sucked, and it could have been avoided pretty easily. Let him get back into this game. So Goodra's going to just go on an Outrage. In comes Pelipper. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to quite kill it with a Choice Band Outrage. It makes me kind of sad, and yeah, I'm just going to get the next turn of Outrage. And at least I'm going to be able to kill the Pelipper, which means this is his last Rain setup, which is good. Unfortunately, he has enough turns on this Rain that he really could still do massive damage with Mega Swampy. So, yeah, he's just going to go into Noivern here. I want to keep Goodra alive in case he doesn't have Ice Punch, so I'm just going to go out into my Scizor. He just goes for the Draco Meteor. Like I said, I am somewhat bulky Scizor. I brought along as a Defogger. It doesn't appear that he had any hazards. I didn't bring any hazards this game either, because my Stealth Rock setters really can't match up well here against the Rain, so decided to go without them. Anyway, his Noivern is going to retreat into Swampert, because I guess he probably does carry Flamethrower, but he... Hey, Ayla, you're helping Daddy. But yeah, so he has Flamethrower probably, but he can't kill in the Rain. So I'm just going to go into my Silvally, and this is pretty much as a death fodder move. I knew that he was, obviously going to just kill me. I brought Silvally Fire against a Rain team, and the reason I did that is because I felt like that Ferrothorn could wall me completely unless I brought some more counters to it. So I decided to bring Silvally Fire. Really should have chosen something like Silvally Fighting. Obviously, because he's obviously just going to destroy me with Mega Swampert. That was the one mistake, by the way, I think I did in my preparation this week. So Valley dies with pretty much, nothing. And Just gonna go into Scissor here and hope that he can tank. And as you can see, I take that pretty well. I mean, he is going for the Earthquake. The Waterfall would have been stronger due to the rain. But yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that I can kind of tank. No, he's gonna go into Noivern now, and the rain is gonna go back down. And it doesn't actually affect him that much because his Swampert can outspeed the rest of my team anyway. I'm just gonna go for a Bullet Punch against this Noivern, trying to take it out. The rain is still up, so that Flamethrower is going to be at half power. And as you can see, it's going to be a 2-hit KO, and he even gets the burn, which is I was really quite upset about, because with that burn, I don't think I can 2-hit KO this guy with Bullet Punch, and I just go for a Roost, in case I can, which I can't because the rain just wore off. Instead, he's just going to go into Swampert again, which is fine. No, I just go for another Bullet Punch anyway, that's right, because I knew that I was going to die if I didn't. But no, he just goes into Swampert, which is another safe play for him. And I am kind of more or less trapped. Goodra still needs to be healthy enough to live a move, even though I don't think it actually is. So I'm kind of like trapped between a rock and a hard place. Just gonna go ahead and Roost. Try to get Scissor back to good HP, even though there's no chance of me taking anything anymore. And with the burn, I can't really do anything anyway. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep Scissor healthy. Maybe try to wither down the Swampert enough. I mean, I don't even know. I'm just trying to stall it out a bit. He's going to get off the Earthquake, and yeah, I'm just going to U-turn, I guess, because he can do damage. I'm just going to go into Goodra. I'm actually hoping that I can outspeed this guy, but I probably can't because I don't really have speed investment. He probably does, being that obviously he wants to be able to outspeed things with Swift Swim. And there's the Ice Punch. He does have it, and I don't think... I mean, he might have been able to just kill me with the Earthquake anyway, so... Yeah, that's going to kill my Goodra, and my last Pokemon is my nearly dead Scizor. So, good game there, Untraceablestrain. I felt like I had some early advantage. We did some good things with the team matchups. Wasn't able to, and I made some mistakes, and I'm still kind of new to this league thing. So, we're going to be back. It's 14 games. You just need to be in pretty much the top half of the league. 8 teams are going to make the playoffs, for Pete's sake. So, probably some teams with losing records will also make it. It would be kind of embarrassing if I don't make the playoffs in my own freaking league. But we're starting off here 0-1. We just got to focus on next week, which of course is C-Fran's team, aka the what is his team name? San Francisco Giants, or I guess Giantes, play on Giants. Anyway, today's question of the day is this. What is your favorite fire type? And I know this doesn't have much relevance to this battle, except for the fact that I decided to bring fire type Silvally, which I'm sure everyone's going to give me shit about. But yeah, leave a comment about your favorite fire type. As for me, it's Charizard. I mean, it's just one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I know it's kind of cliche of me to say so, but I mean, there's not really any Pokemon that comes close. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Thank you, Ayla. Bye. Actually, you know what? Charmander. I always like Charmander a little bit better than Charizard, probably.